This Mother's Day, we're talking about something that every mom deserves, joy. And Dr. Tiffany Moon, mom, physician, and former Real Housewife of Dallas, says joy is more than a luxury. It's essential for your health.
Yeah, her new book, Joy Prescriptions, shares quick science-backed tips to help moms find calm in the chaos. Welcome, Dr. Moon. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Of course.
Of course.
Now, you say joy is a medical necessity. What do you mean by that?
I just see so many women running around frantic, taking care of everyone else but themselves. And there are actually scientific studies showing that chronic stress leads to higher cortisol levels, leads to inflammation and cardiovascular disease. So this isn't just some, mumbo jumbo stuff. It actually has been proven that cultivating a practice of gratitude and joy leads to a longer and more fulfilled life.
Yeah.
Is there one simple daily ritual from Joy Prescriptions that moms can try?
Yeah, I think, try to infuse a little bit of laughter in every day. The chapter in the book is called If You Don't Laugh, You'll Cry. And there are just sometimes things that happen during the day that you can look for a little glimmer of something to turn into a moment of laughter and joy rather than despair or woe is me, things are not going the way I want them to.
Yeah, I think that's a great tip. Laughter is the best medicine,
Totally.
as they say. How do you personally find joy on tough days? You're a busy mom, doctor, you've got a lot going on. How do you find that joy?
Yeah, I heard something from a podcast not too long ago where the host had said some people would take your problems and call them blessings. And that just hit me so hard because I think we all get a little egocentric sometimes and we feel like, oh, everything's not going the way I want or I didn't get this thing. But really, we have so much to be grateful for. And it's hard to be negative or jealous and grateful at the same time. So whenever things happen, I'm just always like, what can I be grateful for in this moment? What am I thankful for? And that kind of keeps me humble and grounded.
Yeah.
I love that. You're
Love that
so
idea. Yeah,
right. Oh,
great
that's
tip.
amazing. What is your advice for maybe helping kiddos stay hopeful during some hard times?
The number one rule is to keep your kids off of social media as long as you can. Their frontal lobes are not fully developed. It's very difficult for them to ascertain what is real and what is fake. And it's just crazy out there. Anyone can post a video about anything and just send it into the atmosphere. The other thing I say is, you have to talk the talk, but walk the walk. Children learn because they see the behavior that you are role modeling for them. So what I try to do is to highlight moments where I can make someone else's day a little bit better, where I can go out of my way to, be nice to someone, to make a meaningful connection with them. It's just those little things that I think the kids pick up on even unconsciously, because at this age, if you try to sit your kids down and like lecture them about something, it just doesn't go into their brain. But I think subconsciously, if they see you doing these kinds of things, they pick up on it too.
You know, I totally agree with that. I think
Yeah.
I can see that in my own children as well. And I try to do those same things that you're talking about, right? Kind of model that behavior that you want, hopefully, for them to pick up on, right? And I love one thing about your book is that you're connecting joy to our physical health. So I'm just curious, is there anything that kind of surprised you while you were connecting those two seemingly different things?
No, I mean, I think people need to be more aware of this mind-body connection, that we can't keep running on fumes, drinking coffee, not sleeping, not exercising. I mean, physical movement is so important. Like, these are all the things that lead to the chronic diseases that most people in America have. And it's actually so simple to keep ourselves healthy with, a gratitude practice, watching the foods that we put in our body and having at least 20, 30 minutes of physical exercise. And the physical exercise is so important. Like, take a walk outside with your dog, play tag, throw a ball around. That actually releases endorphins in the body, which lowers your blood pressure and your levels of inflammation and cortisol.
Yeah,
Oh,
sounds
I
so
love
simple,
that.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dr. Moon. Where can folks learn more and grab a copy of your book?
Yes, I'm so excited because my book Joy Prescriptions launches today. I've been working on it for over 2.5 years. It's available at joyprescriptions.com or anywhere that books are sold. And the reason it's titled that is because at the end of each chapter, I actually wrote a prescription for the readers to live with more joy.
Oh, I love
I
that.
love it.
Love that. Little tips at the end of
Yes.
each chapter. Thank you for joining
Yes,
us today.
thank you
Appreciate
so
it.
much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Have a great day. That's encouraging. Encouraging to hear
Absolutely.
and encouraging, I'm sure, to get your hands on a copy of that book.
Definitely got to get your hands on that.
That's right. Yeah.